Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play of No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle. In the last episode, we defeated the Dragon Assassin Ryuji and the Dream Assassin Mimi as Travis and Henry. And in this episode, we are going to continue our ascent up the ranks, taking down potentially the longest stage in the game. For those of you that know the game, this is where it starts getting really good, so I'm actually super excited to share all of this with you.
Travis, forgive your big brother who's too much of a shite bag to thank you face to face.
You're the big brother?
You're
How do you know
probably
I didn't
spouting
pop
off
out
about which one of
first?
us popped out first. The point is, there's no honor in getting rescued by my younger baby brother. So I took it upon myself to proper kill Scott Gardner, Greg Cantrell, and Massimo Bellini.
You've got to
So
be
now
kidding
you're
me.
officially ranked
Would you
fifth.
fucking people
And
stop
no need to
stealing
thank
my
me.
kills?
This makes us even as far as the rescue goes. You and I still have a score to box off, but that's another subject entirely.
Phone went off.
Till we have a chance to finish our fight.
Damn it! Irish ass. He could at least have told me more about those
And in
assassins.
case you were wondering, I took pictures of the three skangers as souvenirs.
How long is this
You'll just have
message?
to drool over 'em, 'cause there's no way you can play through these fights. The game's stuffed full as it is. Pics came out nice though. They probably make good wallpaper for your cell. Well, I'm out of things to say, so I'll hang up now. Long message, isn't it?
Hello?
Travis, it's me. I have arranged the next fight. Come to my office.
Gotcha.
So, it may not surprise you to learn that in the No More Heroes 2 promotional website, Henry's little bio states that he is a fan of leaving long phone messages.
That was close. Come here.
So we're just gonna play with Gene real quick, because I think we're maybe one good session away from we're maybe one good session away from clearing this part.
Come here. All right. Come here. That was close. Nice. Gene. Nice.
So again, like the cue I like to use is that the end of the very end of the stick should reach the bottom line of the couch, of like the couch cushions.
Oh. Gene.
Oh no! Oh, I didn't want that. Oh man.
That's gotta do it. That was close. All right.
Ah, it's not letting me do it. It's giving me the bad, like this bad rotation.
That's gotta do it. All done.
Nope, still not done.
That was close.
Ugh. Yeah, it's a little weird controlling it. Should have a new wrestling move to learn though. So it should be like the next, should be the next real chance that we should be able to finally get that new move. So this is about the point where the these mini games start to get really difficult. Too easy. Alright, so it took me actually a fair amount of tries to get this one. So maybe I'll get it on the first try, maybe I won't. Ah! Oh, I don't think I passed that one. Ah! You see how fast it goes? It's crazy. Yeah, expect to be grinding this one out for a while. It's not that fun. It just feels like a massive difficulty spike from from the last strength minigame to this one. Ah! I don't get what you're supposed to do there. Maybe? There we go. Never have to do that again. Alright. So that is max strength, max upgrades. Now let's say we go Avenge Bishop. And expect this episode to be pretty long because the stage coming up is probably the longest in the game. For those of you that have played, you know how hard the rank 4 stage is, or at least how long it is.
Bring it on.
So I kind of want to explain that, because I never really did. Hold on, we're going to try and separate some of these enemies here. So I want to explain that though. When you get knocked down in this game, if you press all 4 of the face buttons at the same time, you'll get up with like a spinning kick, and you'll be able to knock enemies away. Yeah, remember when I showed off that trick that can insta-kill like fat enemies? This is where it gets really useful. So expect to be seeing that combo a lot. And slight elevation. Yeah, so the way it works is that you finish a combo with a red tiger on your ecstasy gauge. And if you finish a combo, and then for a high combo, it's a punch, and a low combo, it's a kick. As soon as you finish the combo, it automatically stuns enemies. So expect to be seeing that trick quite a lot. It's very, very useful. Nice Confederate flag tattoo. So initially, these goons were supposed to have a larger part in the story, but due to development challenges, it was actually cut, which kind of sucks. Again, this kind of comes from an interview with Suda51, the developer of the game, or at least the lead of Grasshopper Manufacture. Also, I want to note a little bit of a strategy that I use. So to do a combo right outside of my running slash, you want to what you want to do for that combo is that you want to keep your control stick constantly in the very forward position, because then you can automatically do a combo right out of the gate. I'm just trying to look for...
Over here, dumbass! You getting your job? Too late.
Yeah, we already got all the collectibles, so we're good. So yeah, you just want to keep your control stick in the forward direction. Even a little bit of deviation can throw off the combo. Can throw off your ability to do combos right out of the gate. So you might have noticed that a reward for completing all the revenge missions is being able to wear no jacket. So now we can go to our closet, which doesn't really have anything in it right now. And we have a bunch of default t-shirts that we can use. These are all from fans, but we can take off our jacket. And we'll show off different cosmetics that you can get as they're able to be as we can buy them, because right now we really don't have the time. Again, as Henry said, game stuffed full as it is.
Take a seat. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Another rule change?
No, it's about Henry. I want to clear the air.
Why?
I like
We are
that
divorced now,
frickin'
What's
BlackBerry
that
she's
got to do with
using.
me?
Very early
I don't wanna hear any
2000s,
of that
early
shit.
2010s.
The last time when you and Henry fought each other?
Yeah, I remember. You stopped us instead of letting us settle things for good, like men.
But you don't know why I stopped you. I did not want you to have to kill your brother. Or die yourself.
What the hell does that mean? You told me a killer wins by killing. Now you say you want us both to live. Make up your damn mind. They're our fights, And we know how to end them a lot better than some bitch in the box stand. Telling me not to kill. How many personalities do you have?
So what? You want revenge, right? Your opponents could not care less about that.
Once I'm number 1, these bullshit ranking fights are over. Got it? Assassins aren't tools. As fucked up as we might be, we're humans too.
Yeah, given the existence of No More Heroes 3, that promise doesn't exactly get kept. Alright, time for our ranking battle. There's nothing else to distract us. We don't go to the gym anymore. We don't go, we can only play with Jean like one more time. So we are almost done with all the collectibles. Or with all the side content. So, this level is a little infamous. Because it's, long. Long is what I'll say. But you notice that we are so strong. We are so strong at this point that we can essentially chop through any lower enemy. So once you're maxed out on stats, it's only like a marginal difference between using this or that weapon, other than battery life, because you just chop through enemies like butter. So I suppose this gives me a lot of time to talk about, I don't know. I mean, there's not much to talk about here. I'm just chopping through enemies. Hopefully we can get some roulette wheel spins, though, because we haven't really seen those for a lot of the game. Which is kind of weird. There are a lot of gun enemies, but, you know, there's... You know, there's nothing really to talk about. Oh, if you actually kill enough enemies, you can get other enemies to run away from you. It doesn't really do anything from a gameplay perspective, it's just kind of cool. Oh, speaking of roulette wheels, this is the bell power-up, which I don't believe we've seen before. So you can fire, not super accurate, insta-kill flame balls. This is a power-up that appeared in No More Heroes 1. I believe it was attached to the bar instead. So I usually like using the Rose Nasty for this section of the game, because you can just, it doesn't require as much time to recharge. And unlike No More Heroes 1 or No More Heroes 3, killing multiple enemies does not really allow you to, killing multiple enemies does not give you multiple spins on the roulette wheel. So there are a lot of treasure boxes around here, and this is where you'll be getting a bulk of the collectibles that you missed. Yeah, that's become kind of a meme in the No More Heroes community, getting your jollies, because only these machine gunners, only gun enemies say that, and they're very annoying when they're all grouped together like this. You usually want to prioritize the machine gunners, but any of them are really bad. Alright, we got the cherry power up again. You can't do a running slash when you have cherry power up. You can only do your default light and heavy combos. I'm sad that we haven't seen the 7 power up, because if we don't get to see it, I'll explain what it does, but it's kind of cool. Because what it essentially does is that it's a scream nuke. We're actually going to switch weapons here real quick. Because and you can see Travis's kick does have a decently long range.
What's the matter? Getting your job? Too late. You're a joke.
So there's not much to talk about here. No cool music, no nothing. It's just kind of boring. Oh, we do get to see a cool power-up, though. Triple bars means that you turn into an insta-kill tiger. I believe we've seen this before. And enemies will automatically run away from you, triggering their fear state. So, there's not a lot to talk about here. I mean, it's just boring. You can use Ecstasy to speed it up, but I usually find I like to save the Ecstasy power up for a little later. Another triple bar. That's relatively rare occurrence. There's always a chance. I don't believe there's any sort of buffer on how many power-ups you can get within a certain time frame. But it doesn't really matter if we save the Ecstasy, because Ecstasy gets reset as soon as you finish a dark side power up or a roulette power up, right? So I usually like running around the stage and trying to collect all the treasure boxes. Kind of speeds things up a little bit. I don't think there's anything left. So this episode is going to run a little long, because this is the longest stage in the game, I believe. And I don't want to cut it. I don't want to cut it off to be just the boss.
She would chant her requiem. If you heard it, odds were you'd just drawn your last breath. The mere sound of her voice would put ice in your veins. I know. I heard it myself once, from 100 yards away. The moment it touched my ear, I passed out for an entire week. If I'd heard it up close, I can scarcely imagine. Forget it. Let's talk about happier things.
Alright, so now we can go into the last bit of the stage, which is inside Supermarket Guan's. You may have noticed that the logo for Supermarket Guan's is a bat, you know, like guano. I usually like beating up on this enemy to get a lot of ecstasy real quick. Alright. Just trying to make sure that I'm getting everything. So only that enemy can bust through that box. Let's see. Should be right here. So that little... Ah. That little dark step stab, I have no idea what triggers it, and it rarely kills an enemy. So I expect it's just there to look cool. So you can pick up enemies to try and pick them up for a wrestling move, and they'll be automatically stunned if you do. But they'll likely get up before you can ever pull that off. So you always want to prioritize gun enemies. So I want to emphasize the importance of switching weapons for ecstasy gauge, for the ecstasy mode, because check this out. We're going to be having a weapon that will pump out a lot of damage real quick. We should be able to kill the enemy behind us. If not, they're easy to deal with. See? Again, you just want to keep using that combo. I don't think I've seen a single Let's Player actually use that combo before. It's very useful. The Spelltiger plastic model. Is there anything else? Nope. We are good to go. So I usually like switching to the peony for this fight. You'll see why. But first, let's save. Also, you think they would hide something back there. I know there's an invisible wall, but it always feels like there's something hidden back there, even though I know there isn't. Extra cranked, we don't need a health pickup. So we are ready to fight the boss. Oh, and this music is a vocal track for that was included in the No More Heroes 1 Dark Side soundtrack called No More No. Lyrics are in Japanese, don't ask me what they mean.
know this song?
Nope.
How tragic.
Then let me teach you.
Alright, so now we are fighting another fan favorite boss, Margaret Moonlight. So, Margaret here has a lot of different abilities. She is a teleporter, and she can fire at you with her custom-made Beretta scythes. Because they are confirmed to be Beretta sniper rifles with tungsten scythes on the end. Her theme song is what's most interesting about her, because it is called Philistine. Philistine being a term for someone who is like artless and elegant, you know, kind of an idiot. So she's heavily implied to be some kind of supernatural being. I mean, she can teleport, and supernatural elements have been seen in the game before. She's called the Goddess of Death. So her theme song, Philistine, unlike every other boss who has some kind of like way to explain their character in an introductory cutscene, her backstory and her motivations are explained through Philistine. Which is basically an entire song bragging about how much of an idiot Travis is. Like the main line that I think of about that is that, you know, you think that fire in your eyes makes you a tiger in disguise. Dream on, you goddamn pussy. So, the strategy for fighting Margaret is to kind of keep her away from the backstage of the arena, because then she can teleport away and snipe at you. And we kind of prevented that from happening. But that finishes her off. I like using the peony for that fight. It's not as quick, but I kind of like just using it. It just feels good fighting her with it.
Riveting melody, isn't it?
Catchy as hell.
Did you memorize the song?
100%.
That is so sublime.
Probably one of the coolest kills in the game, and one of the coolest bosses. How her backstory and motivations are sung rather than you know, explained through dialogue. I feel it kind of inspired like games like Metal Gear Rising, where each boss fight in that game had a theme that would sing out their motivations. And I feel Philistine may have like inspired that. So that finishes off Margaret Moonlight. Very fun boss. Also, I should mention the number 4 in Japanese is phonetically similar to the word for death and is considered an unlucky number. So it makes sense that the Goddess of Death would be rank number 4. Alright, so that'll about do it for this episode. I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and in the next episode we'll be taking down the next assassin, going to see what the clothes shop in Area 51 is all about, and we are going to be advancing the story. So see you guys then.